guys, here we are, the VIO POV 1.5 review, part 4. This is the final summary. I just wanted to bring the camera out in the car, show you what sort of video quality you'll get from it. Yeah, so I'm up at Biggin Hill at the moment. The weather's not too bad out, sunny, slightly grey afternoon. It's 5:35 in the afternoon, so I'm just going to take it for a drive and you can see what sort of quality to expect from it. I've managed to mount it onto the dashboard of my car using the magnetic mounting pads that come with it and the sticky foam pads, so hopefully it won't be too bumpy a ride. I think the audio quality on this is really quiet as well. The microphone's on the dashboard as well, so I've no idea how well this is picking up the audio, but here we go. Let's take it for a drive and see how we get on. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Right, so from reading all the instructions for this camera and playing around with it now for the best part of 4 weeks, let me start off by telling you the good points about it. The good points are it's extremely small. The bullet camera itself is very lightweight. You can actually mount this on a baseball cap with no problem using just the magnetic mounts, and it will stay exactly where you put it. It won't move around. The magnets on this thing are extremely strong, so anything metal that you hook it onto, it will stay where you put it. The other good points, it records for absolutely ages. I put a 16 gigabyte high speed grade 10 memory card in here, and it will record for 670 minutes, which is 11 hours 10 minutes of recording time. The two recording features that it has, the clip mode and loop mode. Now, clip mode is just one endless long clip. You press record, you put it in your pocket and you forget about it, and it will keep recording until you tell it to stop. Now, the other unique thing to this camera is it has what's called a loop mode. Now, in loop mode, what the camera will do is, let's say it's got many different time frames for loop mode. You can set it to 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 and 30-minute loop is the maximum. And now with the remote control, you do what they call tagging. So let's say the POV is recording a loop. You're in the first half an hour loop. You go out in the car, and for your first half an hour nothing happens. In your second half an hour loop, let's say you have a bit of an accident and crash your car. Now, if you tag that with your remote control, what the camera will do is it will keep the previous loop and the loop you're in now. So effectively, it will keep 1 hour's worth of footage. Now, this is where it gets tricky to explain, because let's say in that second segment of 30 minutes, let's say you crash your car in the first 10 minutes. What will happen is the POV will keep the previous 30 minutes of video and the loop you're in now. So you'll get 1 hour of video. So you'll have the 30 minutes that led up to where you are now and the 30-minute loop that you're currently in. If you tag an incident that you want to keep in the middle 10 minutes of that 30-minute segment, or what they call the middle third of your video segment, it will not keep any loop either side of it. So you'll just, let's say you go out in the car and after 45 minutes you crash your car, so you tag it. Because you're in the middle of the second loop, it will only keep that 30 minutes. It won't keep the previous 30 minutes. If you hit the tag button anywhere between minutes, say 11 and 20. Now, if you have a crash after 50 minutes and you hit that tag button anywhere last third of the loop you're in now, what the POV will do is it will keep the loop you're in now. Yeah, if you crash your plane after 3.5 minutes, anywhere between 3 and 4 minutes, you'll end up with 2 loops of video, both 3 minutes long. If you crash your plane after 5 minutes, it will not keep the first segment of video. It will only record the 3-minute loop you're in now. So that's pretty much how the loop system works. It's hard to explain, but if you get your head around it, it's quite easy. It all depends on which third of your current recording segment that you're in. So yeah, it's quite a good, it's a very good function. And yeah, the recording time on it is really good. You can record for, you can record for a whole day, and if you put some good quality rechargeable batteries in there, you'll go all day with it. So that's the good points to it. The video quality. Let me go tell you about the bad points now, because the bad points really grind my gears. That really let this camera down big time. The cost of this camera is far too high for the quality of the video that it puts out, and some of the features that are a pain in the arse. The cost is too extortionate. I mean, this is by no means at all, on God's earth, this is not a £500 camera. You've got the Contour HD, the Sony PM1, the GoPro Hero, that are all less than half the cost of this camera and put out high definition. So cost-wise, this camera is absolutely crap. If you're not a motorbiker, the other side of it as well, or even if you are a bike, is every time you want to change the batteries, you cannot charge the batteries whilst they are in this unit. You've got to constantly take that epoxy battery cover off. Same thing applies to getting your video off it as well. Every time you want to download your video, you've got to plug it in, you've got to get this epoxy cover off the bottom, and plug it in that way, just to get your video onto your PC. So yeah, that is a real pain in the arse. That lets it down as well a bit, but it does record underwater, so it does have to be waterproof. So there is the good side to it. You could take this thing diving with you if you wanted to. One other thing I would say about this camera as well that is absolutely awful is the software that they provide with it. It's absolutely pants. It really is a waste of time. Don't even bother installing it. The only thing you might install it for is if you record massive segments of video, like a whole day's worth, and then you want to find all the points that you've tagged. When you load the video up in the POV software, it will show you where your tags are, so you won't have to sit back and view hours and hours of footage. But yeah, so that's the quality. That will give you a little idea of what sort of video footage you'll get on it. And those are my conclusions personally. Not everybody will agree with that, but I don't care. This is my opinion on it. And yeah, so that's it. Bad software. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I shall catch you all again next week. Next week I'll be showing you some of my planes, so tune in again next week, and I'll talk to you soon. Any questions, let me know, and till then, take care. Bye bye.